Let's review a very simple form of the scientific method. We're going to use the mnemonic OHEC, and we'll say to ourselves, oh heck, I know that, without the K. Guess what each letter stands for? We begin with O for an observation. For example, the sky is blue, and you wonder why, which leads to H, a hypothesis. Perhaps there's blue molecules in the air. So you do an E for experiment, and you find there are no blue molecules in the air that are creating that color. This leads to the conclusion that you better do some more experiments to figure out what's going on. Whenever we do these experiments, we need to be able to compare them to something. For example, blue molecules in this case. Those could serve as controls. They're a standard for comparison, a benchmark, if you will. Okay, let's do some examples. I'm doing a pain medication study. Suggest a positive control. Well, aspirin might do it. This is your benchmark in that case. See if you're more potent than that. You might want to run a negative control as well, which is a placebo. In this case, you give a patient a pill that is only starch or perhaps sugar. If you get a positive result, there's an issue, and you'll be glad you did that study. For our hypothesis here, you really don't have much on which you're basing your ideas, so it's just a tentative explanation. If you do a series of rounds here and you come up with lots of supporting data, you might be to the point where you're at a theory, which is a principle based on lots of data, lots of supporting information. If it becomes overwhelming and there seems to be no chance it will ever change, this could become a permanent law. Now, sometimes when you gather data, you're only getting qualitative information. I feel very sick. More useful is when you get quantitative information. I have a fever of 104 degrees Fahrenheit. That's quantitative. It uses numbers. This is a quick look at our simple scientific method.